Hello, welcome to my Simple Sunday video. I am actually pre-recording this on Saturday because of my work schedule this weekend. I wanted to quickly get it done. So I don't know how it's been for you guys, but it's been cold this week, especially today. I don't even think we hit 60 today. It's pretty chilly. We're not used to that. But I guess we should start getting used to it because the leaves are falling everywhere. My husband has been gone for the last 3 days. He's going to be shocked when he comes home to see what's on the ground. But anyway, it's nice and quiet, and I've been getting a lot of things done, and so it hasn't been too shabby. Anyway, I want to introduce to you a new kind of card. This card reminds me of a song. It was done years ago, way back by a ventriloquist, a very famous ventriloquist by the name of Sherry Lewis. And she had done that. She had her own show, and she had done this song on her show with her puppets. And it goes something like this. This is a song that never ends. It just goes on and on, my friend. And there's more to it, but that's as far as I'll go. You can look it up. It says this. Just Google the song that never ends. I will warn you though that it's a lot like Baby Shark. Once you get it in your head, it takes a while for it to go away, but it reminds me of this card because this card is one that keeps going and going and going and going, and it never seems to end. And even though it does, you just want to keep playing with it because it's so cool as to how it works. So I'm going to show you a little bit of what I've done. I tried to do some things, enough things ahead of time that it won't take us forever to get through this video. But anyway, what you'll do is you'll start out with a sheet that's 5.5 by 4.25. And what you're going to end up doing is cutting this in half and working with two of the halves. And one half, I scored 1 1/16 on this side, and then I turned it around and I scored it on this side, and then I cut it in half. So now I have 1/4 of that paper. This is going to be our bottom, all right? Then I did another one where I scored this 1 3/8. I turned it over another 1 3/8, and then I cut that in half the long way. And this is the other 1/4 of that sheet. All right, so I tried to do as much of this as I could ahead of time, as I said before. And one of the things I did is, I don't know if you saw it when I was showing, but there's these little sticky things. If you go to our catalog or online and put in tear strip, you'll be able to get something similar to this. I'm trying to use up my old stash of things, and so I haven't bought the tear tape yet. Yeah, tear tape, not tear strip. I'm sorry. But it's double-sided. It's a double-sided adhesive. So you can, come on. The tear tape probably works a lot easier than this too. Oh, I almost get it, and then it falls flat. There we go. And the key thing to remembering this is you want this to be within this, where I scored here. It's in this area. So we put them side by side to make sure that the adhesive is in that, within that square, on all four corners. And the reason we use the tear tape is because it's a stronger adhesive, and you'll be able to use it to bend your card and work with the card. Okay, this actually is the worst part for me in getting this card made, is trying to get this tape up. So hopefully when you give it a try, it won't be that bad. There. Oh, come on. I notice when I do these videos, I talk a lot to my cards. Come on. You can do it. Come on. All right. Then, let's see. Let's get these up down here. It's going a little easier now. The static in these things, though, they don't want to let go of your fingers. All right. And I got 2 more strips to do. Oh, that's not working. Well, this one's going to be a stubborn one. It doesn't want to come apart. Okay, there we go. Come on. Oh my gosh, this stuff. It's been sitting around a while, so I don't know if it's because it's been sitting around a while that it's so hard to get it off, or if it's just really stubborn. I'm glad I have my pick tool to help me, though, because that helps a lot. To try and do that with just my nails or my fingers would have been very, very difficult. Okay, come on. All right, let's put this back here. This is our bottom, and the reason we call this our top is because we are going to adhere this to the bottom pieces. And we want to make sure that we get it just right so that it all folds correctly. That's the big thing about this card. You have to make sure that they fit really well. Then we just fold with our hands. Just get it into place. You'll open it up and fold it that way, and then you're going to bend it top to bottom and fold it that way. And then you can go side to side again. And one more time, like this. Okay. See, now this sticks a little bit here, so we have to be careful with that. All right. I am going to, then for this page, we're going to use 4 1/8 by 1 3/4, and they're going to go into these little squares where I had scored my lines. So let me get my tape or my adhesive, my Stampin' Seal, and we're going to just put those in there real quick. That one will go right there. Okay. Another thing that you have to watch when you cut these pages, I'm using the Bloom Where You're Planted Designer Series paper. Then I took some pictures of the pots, and those are 2.5 inches by 1 3/4. And those will go right here in the middle sections. I'm not getting it quite straight. All right, and then I have a little sentiment that I'm going to put on there. There you go. I think that'll work. All right, little note with the biggest thanks. Okay, then on this one, I am going to add here 2 pieces that are 2.5 by 1 3/4. The other tricky part with using this paper, if you had to make sure that you cut the paper so that it went in the direction that you wanted. So while I was placing these together, I'm like, okay, if I cut it this way, it'll go this way. If I cut it this way, it'll go this way. And so I had to really think about how I was going to cut it to make sure that it looked right on these pieces. All right, there's that one. And I have my little sentiment that I'm going to put in there. And I used my rectangle stitched square, the smallest one that there was. And let's see if I got those here with me. Yep. This is our rectangle stitch dies, and I used this one right here. All right. Okay, that takes care of that one. Then the third section that we're going to work on. See, once you get this started, once you get it all cut out and stuff, it goes really fast to put it together. This are some pieces that are 3/4 by 1 1/4, and they're going to fit right in these spots right here. In a little bit, I'm going to take my bone folder and we'll make those spots, all those lines fit better or fold better so that it doesn't get so high here. In fact, I can, where'd it go? Here it goes. Just flatten them right there. There, now it'll lay a little better. Okay. All right. And then I had 2 1/4 by 1 3/4 again of another pattern. Those will go right in here. And the stamp set I used was Plentiful Plants. You've seen me use this set before. It's been a while, but I have used it before. Now I'm gonna use dimensionals to put this on. Oh, that's not my dimensionals. I need my mini ones because this is little. put one more here. There we go. Okay, there's our second section, or third section, I should say. And then the fourth one, we have these 4 sides. They're 7/8 by 2.5 inches. All right. So we're going to put those right in there. How am I doing on my time? 16 minutes. This was almost done. It wouldn't have taken so long to get that one adhesive together. We would have been done by now. But that's okay. All right. Then I have 2 pieces that are 2 by 2.5. One is from the DSP and the other one is just a white spot that you can use to write a note on. I would suggest writing your note before you glue these down. Otherwise, you have lots of bumps to deal with. All right, and then I'm going to... Oh, I'm sorry for all the noise. There's been a abduction and everything goes off lately for that thing. I wasn't expecting it to happen on my video, but there we go. All right. Now we're going to take this paper off. Well, stubborn one. Okay. All right. And our card is finished. All right. Again, this is an ongoing card. So we have a little note with the biggest thanks. You touched my heart. And I thank you. And I love you very much. Oh, this one needs to be moved over or slanted differently because the oval got a little bent there. So we're gonna do it like that. There we go. So there you go. This is a card that never ends. It just goes on and on, my friend. And it's a lot of fun. This is one card you'd love to give to someone. So there you go. That's the never ending card and my simple Sunday project for today. You have a great Sunday and I will see you next week on Tickle Tuesday.